Welcome back to Living Our American Dream, everybody. One of the most popular things on my channel is this camper right here, and you guys have watched me build it. You've watched me give tours of it, several questions about it. So the reason that I built this camper was for a trip to Yellowstone National Park. And the year that we were supposed to go was, I think, 2 years ago, and that's the year that it flooded. And literally a week before we were gonna go, everything flooded out. So my wife and I talked about it, and we decided that we would cancel that trip and we would schedule another time. Well, now is that other time. So we finally loaded up the camper and the kids, and we're gonna go on a trip to Yellowstone. There's a few things about this one that are particularly special for us. Our oldest son is going to be a senior in high school this coming year. So this may be one of the last, maybe the last, or at least one of the last vacations that we all take together as a family while they're kids. So I'm hoping that it holds a special place in our hearts, and I hope that everything goes well. We've got a heck of a long drive from Michigan to Yellowstone and back. So we're gonna take you along and show you part of the trip. Stay tuned. So the whole first day was pretty much driving. We ended up here at Whitewater, I think it's called Whitewater State Park in Minnesota. And we got camp set up, I'll show you that in a minute. But we're just taking an evening hike here. We got something to eat, and then this is a quick stop for us. We'll be back on the road tomorrow.
I did.
God has a rope tied around me.
Nope, nope, Mike. Guys, I will hurt every single one of you. Dad, don't drop your phone.
Can I be like Rocky and jump up and down?
Nope. Nothing weird. Nothing weird. Nothing weird. Mike?
I didn't do anything.
Yeah! Oh, see. Look, Monica. Or Mom.
You can parachute up there.
I'll hold on to Megan.
Nope. Nope.
Megan, come over here.
Mark?
Jen, quick interview. How you feeling right now?
I hate everybody right now. I hate all of you. No.
Don't hold on to me.
Hey, listen. It's not a joke here, okay? We are way high up right now. With no guardrail.
It's only...
Well, we took a lunch break here on day 2. We're in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Thought we'd walk to Sioux Falls Park here. There's a walkway that goes all the way around all the rocks and stuff. It's waterfalls like right in the middle of the city. Pretty neat looking, I think, sandstone maybe structure. What I thought was pretty interesting is if you look up front here, I work in the power industry, so right up here, you see a building there. And if I pan back over to the left, you'll see this other building that looks like a pretty old structure. It's now a cafe, but that I haven't seen confirmation of this, but that needs to be a hydropower plant, I'm guessing. On the bottom side, down, where's my finger, down here, you can see where the water would have exited the powerhouse. And then up here, that other structure that I showed you, the tubes that are coming out of there, right there in the center of the screen would have been where the water came down to the tubes, go through the unit. So pretty interesting. Cool shot. Okay, this is the end of day 2. We're almost to our campground, and we are going to be staying right here in the Badlands in South Dakota. Now, we've never been here before, so we're just kind of soaking it all in. We just pulled into the park. We're going to kind of check this overlook out and go get our camp set up. And I think tomorrow morning we have a couple hikes we're going to do in this area. But man, is it beautiful. And let me tell you guys something, it is hot today. It's 95 degrees out here, so we're gonna try to stay hydrated too. So our stay at Whitewater State Park in Minnesota last night, it got a little bit wet, not because it rained, but because it was very humid outside and the temperature got down to, I don't know, probably the 60s, and everything was dewy in the morning. So literally everything was wet. So showed up here at the Badlands, and here it is humid and 95 degrees. So I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you guys our camp for the night. So this is a little RV park with very small spots just outside of the Badlands National Park. And here's our setup, and you can see in the background, there is the Badlands right there. Really awesome view we have from here. Our setup for tonight is going to be 2 of the kids in the tent. One of the kids chose to sleep in the back of the truck there. We got a mattress in the back under the topper. And of course, Monica and I are gonna sleep in the camper pod. So this is one of those days, I don't have air conditioning on this thing. If you follow my channel and have watched these, I've had tons of people suggest that I put air conditioning in, but I never have. And I'm gonna say this is one of those days we're probably gonna wish we had it. But that being said, we are all set up, and I think we are going to grab something to drink and head back out into the park and do some hikes right now. So keep staying with me, it's gonna be fun.
He's turning back.
If we sit here long enough, he's gonna come right out towards us if you be careful.
That hill right there has mice living in it.
Yeah, he's probably hunting.
All right, so this is an update from yesterday's video. We're still at the Badlands, but as you can see behind me, there's no more tent set up, and I had to take down the awnings. We went on our couple of hikes and got back to camp, and we were just kind of sitting here snacking on some things, and we were gonna take showers and go to bed, and all of a sudden the wind picked up, and we had probably 30-mile-per-hour sustained winds for about 5 hours. And our tent almost blew away. I almost lost the awnings off the camper, but luckily we were standing here when it happened. So if you look here, this is where the wind was coming from. The wind was just whipping across these plains right here and just nailing us. So anyway, we reverted to our plan for Yellowstone for camping, and while we're at Yellowstone, the plan is going to be for 2 kids in the back end of the truck and Megan in the back of the cab. so that nobody has to worry about bears or snakes or any of that kind of stuff while we're there. So we reverted to that plan and everything worked out just fine. So we're just getting packed up here in the morning and on to our next destination. Megan, day 3. Stop at Mount Rushmore. So this is one of our busiest stops so far. Okay, again on day 3, here we are again at our next stop, and it's called the Devil's Tower. Now I'll say getting into here was very, very busy. We actually had to drop our camper in a parking lot about 2 miles away and then drive up here. There's the rock structure. And we're just doing a little hike here. We won't spend too much time here. We'll be hooking back up and heading to the campground soon.
Boys, watch out.
Quick stop at the Buffalo Bill Dam. I'm gonna go look over at the edge the first time with you guys. I am coming to you from Yellowstone National Park. It's our first day here, and I'm going to give you a little tour of camp and a little tour of the camper pod all set up here in camp. So let's take a tour. All right, it's evening here, and you can hear our neighbors a little bit loud, kids playing around, but this is our setup. Now, this is bear country here, so our arrangements are slightly different than normal. Normally we would have the kids in a tent, but our arrangements this time around are Monica and myself in the camper pod. I have 2 kids sleeping in the back end of the truck and 1 sleeping in the back seat of the truck. And the reason for that is, again, they just told us that they had some grizzly activity in this very campground like 2 days ago. So we have all of our stuff put away, and our clothing and just kind of some stuff that we need to store is in the tent. But let's go take a look at the camper setup. I usually don't show you guys this in the middle of a camping trip, so let's check this out. So coming to you from the other side, you can see that I only have 1 awning out this time, and occasionally I'll do that because if you'll notice on this side there's some pavement and the road is like right here. So not ideal to have both awnings out, so we just put 1 awning out. We have tools stored in the front toolbox as normal. I have my tables up, and you can see in the middle of all the action here, I've got one of my tables being used as a towel dryer. Coming into the camper pod, you can see we've got the bed all made up, and honestly, we're getting ready for bed right now. So I have the fan running right now, just running some fresh air into the pod. Just, I don't know, helps me sleep better, I guess. So that's the setup there. I do want to show you guys another, I guess not necessarily feature, but a little change that I made recently. So the back, obviously I've got the large back door back here. Normally I plug into shore power, but for this trip, since Grant Village Campground in Yellowstone does not have power out here, I rigged up this battery pack from EBL, and I am using the let's see, it's the car charger port there, if you can see that. That is rigged up to behind this panel right here. I have a distribution panel for all my DC, so that's all my lights, that's my fan, that's including, you know, the backlight back here. It's everything except for that refrigerator. That refrigerator runs off 120. Now, I could plug the refrigerator in here if I wanted to, but we're getting by without it for this trip. So honestly, I think this is going to work out really well. The setup on this side, you can see I've got the other table here and this awning out. So that's our setup here at the Grant Village Campground in Yellowstone National Park. It's pretty fun so far. This is an 11-day trip for us. We're spending 6 days here in Yellowstone National Park. All right, day 4, 5, I can't remember now. First stop of this morning, Old Faithful Geyser. Now, we said we were gonna hit the big parts or the major attractions of this park in the early morning. Right now the local time is about 7 o'clock a.m. and we're gonna hit this before the crowds get too bad, and then we have some longer hikes that we're gonna go on later today, and I guess try to get away from the crowds a little bit. We have some longer hikes, so we're gonna check this out here first.
Shooting water all the way over here,
What was that one called over there? Song. Come on.
This is Geysers or something like that. That goes off once a day. We just happened to be walking by here and stopped for a break, and she went off. We are on the last leg, I think, of about a 6.5 mile hike up to Mystic Falls, which I think must be this river. Pretty cool. What do you think, guys?
Sweet.
It's good.
Megan?
It's too far away, she said.
Mark?
Cool. That's cool.
Loving it?
Switch. Do you guys want to come up and take a picture?
Tyler's down there.
Okay.
So we made it to this overlook for Grand Prismatic Spring. I'm going to pan around here and show you guys what the real world looks like.
You got a picture?
So After our hike to Grand Prismatic Overlook, we decided to stop off on our way back to camp and check out Kepler Cascade. Here's a stop at a pull off on Hayden Valley. These little guys right here are right next to the parking spot. We're not gonna get any closer than this though. So now we're at a stop to see the Yellowstone Falls and the Yellowstone River. Here is the Upper Falls. So, Megan, day number, I don't know what is this, Monica, day 5 of the trip so far?
Yeah, 5 or 6.
How do you feel so far?
Fine.
That's it?
It's cool.
What's the coolest thing you've seen so far in Yellowstone? Well, on the whole trip. And don't say the Jolly Green Giant.
Probably Old Faithful. That was cool.
Old Faithful, pretty cool, yeah. Nice.
Yeah. And then there was the Beehive Geyser one that we saw. That was cool.
Right. To the other side, this is a view of the Upper Falls from the north side, north rim.
I can see that.
So we just finished hiking the North Rim Trail that came from somewhere over there, about 1.5 miles, and we're at Inspiration Point. This isn't the main lookout. We gotta go a little bit longer here to get to the main lookout, but pretty much this captures the essence of everything. What do you think, girls?
Pretty good if we don't get caught in that thunderstorm.
Megan,
Nice.
how's the view?
Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
I think so. We're at the hike.
Oh yeah.
You don't see the falls from right here, but you sure see the river.
I don't see him.
Falls.
Oh, there's one over there.
This view to the left is what we couldn't get before, no? So here we go again at Yellowstone on our way back to the camp for the night, and a whole bunch of cars were stopped. Check another animal off the list. Looks like we got a female moose. All right, so we're just sitting here talking. Right now is day 6 of our vacation, day 3 inside of Yellowstone. And this is the only day so far that we've had some rain. It looks like it's going to come through for the next couple hours. So we're just hunkered down in the camper pod. And like I said before, the kids' arrangements are the boys are in the back end of the truck. I bought a topper for the truck specifically for this, and they have like a little mattress in there, and they're set up with sleeping bags. And our daughter Megan is in the back seat of the truck. Now, in the Ford pickups, the super cabs or whatever it's called, the seat flips up and there's like a huge space in there, so she has a little mattress set up in there and she's waiting it out there. So it's kind of funny, we don't get enough of a cell signal to text each other, but you do get enough to call each other. So I've been calling the kids and checking on them, and yeah, they're literally right, I can see them right, the truck's right here. So but we're just hunkered down and waiting out the rain. These poor folks right here had to set their tents up in the rain as it was starting, but looks like they got it done. I knew that was going to happen as soon as we seen those other ones. So this is what can happen. We're on our way to Lamar Valley this morning. We're in the vicinity of Hayden Valley where we were yesterday. This is day 7 of the vacation, day 4 in Yellowstone. Yeah. And we've got bison.
This bison's gonna
literally right in the road.
go down there.
Oh, you can hear them. Right in the road. That's pretty cool. That one has a collar on it up there. You see that one? Up there, up top. Stopped at a turnoff on our way to Lamar Valley.
Miguel got here first.
Fell, my fucking elbow hit it.
So, we decided to stop for lunch today. What are the name of these falls again? Wraith Falls, W-R-A-I-T-H. Not a lot of people up here. So we are in Mammoth Springs, the northern part of Yellowstone, and this is the stuff that we were trying to avoid this entire time. So there's a lot of parts of Yellowstone that are super beautiful and you can get out and do some very remote things, but this particular spot at Mammoth Hot Springs
Mammoth Hot Springs. Mammoth Terraces.
is very, very busy. Okay, still on day 7. We were just at the bottom of Mammoth Hot Springs area, down there where you see all those cars. Now we've hiked all the way to the top. All right, so we decided we wanted to come into the state of Montana as part of this trip. So we came to the, what would this be, Monica? The north entrance, right?
Yeah.
Gardner, which is where the Roosevelt Arch is, you see behind me. So pretty neat little town so far, I guess. Back there. If I pan around here, you should be able to see some elk right in town here.
I'm gonna do it on 0.5, so it's. Oh my gosh. Where?
Okay, we're on day 8 of our vacation. Day 5 in Yellowstone National Park, except for today, as you may have already noticed, we have made it into Grand Teton National Park. So, we have some hiking that we're gonna do, maybe a boat ride, maybe a few other things. So we're just kind of checking out the scene right here at the Jenny Lake Trailhead. More to come.
You can take 10 more after this young lady right here. 10 more. 1, 2, 3.
You don't mind if I take a video of your boat, do you? So we're trying to hike out to Hidden Falls here after we cross Jenny Lake, and literally right on the trail is this freaking moose. This thing is awesome. He is like 8 yards from me. You don't know if you want to be pinned between here and the fence or if you want to get to the other side, you know? Still on our way to Hidden Falls. Just follow the moose. So we're literally, you can see and hear the falls in the background. Very cool. He's gonna cross the bridge. That's the falls right there. We took a different trail to try to come see the falls a little bit easier. And the moose decided to follow us. So here's the view from Inspiration Point. We're looking down at Jenny Lake. If I pan far enough to the right, I'll see my Jenny. Hello, Jenny.
Hey, this is fun.
Pretty cool, right?
Yes, it is. It's beautiful.
Right?
Mm-hmm. I did laugh. Sorry. I mean, there's hikes in right here too.
Okay, we're on the hike back from Taggart Lake, and it started to sleet and hail. Hi. I guess not hail, maybe sleet and snow a little. I don't know. Anyway, we decided to press on. We got about a half mile to go until we get back to the truck. So on that hike, this was a sign in the beginning that said they wanted to know if we found any bighorn sheep or mountain goats. So I used my binoculars as much as I could on those mountainsides. And not only did I not see any bighorn sheep or mountain goats, I didn't see any elk, I didn't see any moose, I didn't see any deer. But on the trail this morning we saw a lot of stuff, so really cool place here. So we just had to stop at the Leeks restaurant for a pizza, which is right down the marina here. You can see got quite a few boats out in the water and a heck of a view of the Teton Mountains. So day 9 of the trip, this is what we woke up to. Coyotes. You can't see them on the screen here, but you can hear them. About 5 in the morning here, local time. So day 9 of our vacation. I think we all woke up a little bit sore this morning from doing all these hikes. I think probably we've hiked about 30 miles all together so far. So we decided to do some things that were a little closer to the road, and we came to this, what's this called, Megan? Paint Pot Trail.
Something like that.
And on here is a geyser that goes off nonstop. So we were following behind a person giving a tour who had a lot of knowledge of this area, and she said that the reason that this one bubbles mud like this is because there's no water source directly underneath. So we're doing the drive on the Firehole River Drive or Firehole Road Drive. I'm not sure what it's called, but there's a waterfall here. I would assume called Firehole Falls. And I've got a pine tree right in the middle of it, so why don't I move over here? There we go. Now we've made a stop at Norris Basin. There's all kinds of just random holes where stuff's coming out of this volcano all over this entire park. There's like a little bubbler out there, you see it?
Yeah, I see that.
Wow, that's so cool. Wow, that's so cool.
I know.
Mommy, I did 6 times 2 and 50 times 20. Oh.
Well, day 9 is coming to an end of our vacation. This is the 6th day that we've spent in Yellowstone National Park. One of those days being in Grand Teton National Park. And we are starting to break down camp. This is actually the 4th of July, 2024. Not sure I mentioned that yet. But we are kind of packing things up. We leave first thing in the morning, and to make our trek back, it's gonna take us, we break it up into 3 days of driving. So we have 2 nights to stay on the way home. And of course the 3rd day we'll arrive home. So in preparation, just gonna show you guys the night before. And since we're leaving so early in the morning, I went ahead and put the awnings up so that they don't get the morning dew on them. And as far as the kids go, their stuff's packed up. And we had a few things left in the tent to tear down first thing tomorrow morning, which should be okay. And pretty much everybody else should be packed and ready to roll. So my next video clip should be the conclusion of day 10, perhaps. We do want to make a couple stops in the Tetons tomorrow. Just a couple things we wanted to stop, a couple pull-offs with a really good view. So we're going to do that. And that's going to kind of wrap up our Yellowstone trip and start heading home. So hope you guys are enjoying this video. A couple more days to go and we'll have it wrapped up. So once we got camp packed up, I decided to take a little walk, and this campground is considerably bigger than I thought. We're in Grant Village, and there's multiple loops. It looks like there's probably close to, I don't know, 400 or 500 sites back here. But connecting all the sites is a trail that leads from each loop to each other loop along the edge of Yellowstone Lake, and it's supposed to go all the way back up to the visitor center and where the amphitheater and stuff's at. So I'm gonna walk this one now. All right, day 10 of our vacation. We've officially packed up camp and left Yellowstone National Park. Now our exit plan is down through Grand Teton. So we had a little pull off here. I thought this was a pretty, let the car go by. I thought this was a pretty cool view of the rig in front of the Tetons. So we're gonna get on the road and start making our way home. So a quick pit stop in the town of Du Bois. Just come out of the mountains there. Walked in and checked out the National Bighorn Sheep Center real quick. Took a walk around, found some bathrooms. Now we're gonna have us a nice peanut butter and jelly lunch. Where we'll come over and ask Monica how she's liking the cold weather in July.
I don't like it.
Today's July 5th, and our peanut butter and our Nutella are almost
The peanut butter's
solid.
fine, it's the Nutella.
Okay, the Nutella.
I already broke one knife. It just won't spread. It looks like garbage.
So our stop on day 10 is in Scottsbluff, Nebraska. So this town is near the crossing location of the Oregon Trail, and there's a national monument here and some national park stuff here, and there's this little visitor center. It's got some cool exhibits of some wagons and some stuff like that, but you can see the area is pretty neat. And we have a campsite at a campground about 2 or 3 miles from here, so I think we might try to do a little hike right here and get some supper and call it a day. Okay, here in Scottsbluff, we decided to hike this Saddle Rock Trail, I think it's called. You can see how it winds up the edge of the cliff here. I was excited in Yellowstone to try to see a bighorn sheep, and I thought my opportunity had passed, but apparently within the last couple days, someone has seen them here, so I'm keeping my eyes peeled.
Looks like when this is wet, you put your hands and stuff on it.
Oh, the breeze feels good in here.
The better photo will be the other way.
Look, there's like a little lake or pond thingy. Some river.
Photo on that side there. You want to buy it? No.
They cottage market. There's cottage.
spider on you guys. Look. All right, we've reached the top of Scotts Bluff. It looks out over the town of Scotts Bluff. This is one side.